Hello, welcome to another video. Please like, share and subscribe for more amazing story. True God in Another Worlds, TensuraxTbate, by Tempest_King_20. Side chapter. Rimuru announcement Lilia Helsta Pav. It had been a few days since Ri and Art had returned from their thrilling adventure, brimming with newfound excitement and accompanied by a new member of our family, Seal. With her arrival, an electric air of anticipation and curiosity crackled through every nook and cranny of our home, as my mom and Aunt Alice warmly welcomed Seal, encouraging her to make herself truly at home. Seal had forged an unbreakable bond with Rimuru, her deep desire to become his loyal and devoted maid woven into the very fabric of her being. She explained that her reasoning stemmed from an overwhelming sense of indebtedness towards Rimuru after he valiantly saved her life. It was a characteristic that commanded both respect and admiration, but we couldn't help but raise an eyebrow at her constant presence, seemingly always right by Rimuru's side, like his shadow. Nevertheless, as time went by, it seemed as though time itself had worked its magical touch, seamlessly weaving Seal into the intricate tapestry of our lives. We had grown accustomed to her quiet companionship and begun to accept her unconditionally as an irreplaceable member of our newfound family. As the days stretched on, Ellie and I made cautious strides towards connecting with the enigmatic newcomer, yearning to unravel the mysteries that shrouded her. We engaged in numerous heartfelt conversations, wholeheartedly attempting to learn more about her and make her feel truly at ease. And though Seal still wore a veil of reservation, her demeanor underwent a noticeable transformation. A faint smile played on her lips, hinting at the emergence of long-suppressed emotions. One particular day found us all gathered in the spacious backyard, each of us engrossed in our respective activities. I, personally, was dedicated to honing my elemental magic, channeling the elements around me and attempting to control their raw power. Meanwhile, Art and Ri engaged in a breathtaking sparring session, their bodies moving in unison with effortless grace as they tested the boundaries of their skills. Amidst this whirlwind of energy and activity, Seal found herself aiding Ellie in her training regime. With an almost ethereal precision, Seal guided Ellie through each exercise, her expertise shining through as she offered instruction. As their energies seamlessly intertwined, it became increasingly evident that Ciel's role extended far beyond being just Rimuru's maid. She had become a mentor, sharing her vast knowledge to empower each and every one of us. It was in this idyllic moment, as the golden rays of sunlight filtered through the lush green canopy overhead, casting a warm glow upon our surroundings, that the symphony of our collective efforts came together. The gentle breeze, perfumed with the scent of blooming flowers, mingled harmoniously with the determined sounds of our training. But just as we settled into this blissful harmony, Aunt Alice's jovial voice shattered our concentration. "Guys, lunch is ready," she hollered, her voice carrying the aroma of freshly cooked meals from the fragrant haven of the kitchen. A collective groan of frustration escaped our lips. Our training had been progressing so splendidly, and the thought of interrupting our rhythmic pursuits was a disappointment we simply didn't want to bear. Seal approached Ri with a wet towel, a kind gesture that he gratefully accepted. With swift motions, Ri used the towel to wipe the perspiration off his body, finding immediate relief from the sweltering heat that clung to our training room. The intense training had caused our bodies to glisten with sweat, a testament to the effort and dedication we poured into mastering our elemental abilities. Reluctantly, we gathered around the expansive dining room table, the room echoing with the clinking of utensils and the murmur of conversation. It was a comforting tableau, one that we had grown accustomed to during our family meals. An air of warmth and familiarity enveloped us, as the aroma of home-cooked dishes wafted through the room, enticing our taste buds. However, this particular evening held an air of anticipation. Ri paused, briefly clearing his throat, capturing our attention. With Seal standing behind him, standing at attention, her presence adding an aura of support and solidarity, Ri assumed a serious stance. His voice adopted a solemn tone as he began to speak, his words hanging heavy in the air. I want your attention here." Ri's voice carried a hint of urgency, holding us captive. His statement was met with furrowed brows and concerned gazes from Aunt Alice and the rest of our family. "I'm going to say something important." Aunt Alice, perceptive as ever, furrowed her brow, concern etching across her features. "Did something happen, Ri?" she inquired, her voice laced with worry. Ri took a deep breath, steeling himself before sharing his news. "Well, yeah, something did happen," he admitted, his gaze flickering between his plate and the eyes of his loved ones. But it's not a bad thing. Before we went to the Adventure Guild, I visited Director Goodsky and made a deal with her. The room collectively held its breath, hanging on to Ree's every word. His revelation piqued the interest of not just his mother, but each person present, their curiosity simmering beneath the surface. A deal? My mother's eyes widened with genuine curiosity, her appetite momentarily forgotten. Ree nodded, mirroring the astonishment swirling around the table. Yes. Director Goodsky approached me and offered to take me on as her disciple, he unveiled, still coming to terms with the magnitude of the opportunity he had been presented. A hushed gasp rippled through the room. Becoming a student of Director Goodsky was no small feat. It was a coveted position that spoke volumes about an individual's abilities and potential. The weight of this revelation settled on each person present, evoking a sense of awe and reverence. Unable to contain his admiration, Uncle Ray's voice carried a note of awe. Wow, that's quite an opportunity, Ree, he remarked, genuine pride evident in his tone. His words were met with nods of agreement and murmurs of approval from the rest of us. However, my father furrowed his brow, his protective instincts overshadowing excitement. He cut straight to the chase, his skepticism shading his words. What's the catch? He queried, his piercing gaze fixed on Ree, his concern laid bare. Ree met his father's gaze, his determination unwavering. Well. He glanced at Ellie and me, seeking our permission before unveiling the terms of his deal. She's agreed to help train my sister and Lily. Silence greeted his words, a heavy weight descending upon the room. The realization sank in, and the significance of Ree's offer became apparent. We couldn't believe it. A surge of excitement coursed through me, as my heart swelled at the prospect of receiving training from such a prestigious figure. Around the table, everyone else seemed equally stunned, except for Seal, who nodded her head knowingly, as if she had been privy to this knowledge all along. The shock and disbelief lingered, causing Aunt Alice's incredulous voice to resound. How is that even possible? She questioned, her disbelief palpable. A smile played across Ree's lips, a mixture of pride and delight radiating from him. Well, it does come in handy being a quadra elemental, he confessed, his satisfaction evident. When Lily and Ellie go to the academy, Director Goodsky will be there to guide them, offering her expertise and protection should anyone attempt anything foolish. The room buzzed with silent awe. My mother struggled to find the right words. Finally, her voice, filled with a mixture of gratitude and intense emotion, broke through the silence. Ree, she began, her voice trembling with the weight of her emotions, I don't know what to say, but thank you. Ree's eyes locked with my mother's, a calm and composed expression gracing his features. You don't have to thank me, Aunt Tabitha, he responded, his voice a gentle ripple of warmth and sincerity. I just want to make sure that both Ellie and Lily are safe and have every opportunity to succeed in their respective pursuits. The room fell silent as Uncle Ray looked at Ree with a mixture of admiration and pride. That's very thoughtful of you, Rimuru, he said, his voice laced with genuine appreciation. I'm proud of you. As Uncle Ray spoke, my father nodded in approval, his eyes fixed on Ree. Like Uncle Ray, it was clear that he too was proud of his nephew for being so selfless and kind. As everyone voiced their agreement, Ree scratched his head bashfully, a smile playing at the corner of his lips. You're making me embarrassed, Ree admitted, his voice filled with genuine flattery. The attention he was receiving was overwhelming, but he couldn't help but feel a sense of pride. He took a moment to gather his thoughts before continuing. So, as I was saying, Seal will help Ellie and Lily for the time being, and when they attend the academy, the director will lend her support. However, before his plan could be fully embraced, a concern was raised by Dad. But is Seal truly okay with that? Seal, positioned behind Ree, turned to Dad with a reassuring nod and a gentle smile caressing her lips. Her tone held a firmness masked in compassion as she affirmed, Yes, I am more than happy to help in any way I can. Her words carried an air of sincerity that swiftly calmed Dad's anxieties, leaving a wave of relief to wash through the room. Aunt Alice's eyes sparkled with delight, her hands clasping together in front of her as her face lit up with a radiant and beaming smile. The deep creases of joy etched across her cheeks told a story of pure happiness. I think it's a marvelous idea, her voice rang out, dripping with genuine enthusiasm. Rimuru, you never fail to amaze me with your thoughtfulness. I am so proud of you. In that singular moment, a warmth expanded within me, witnessing Ree's selflessness and kindness in action. He was willing to go above and beyond to ensure our success and safety, and I couldn't help but feel an overwhelming sense of gratitude towards him. The thought of being guided by the esteemed director filled me with an irresistible excitement and anticipation. To have the opportunity to learn from such a highly experienced mentor was a dream come true. My mind traced the countless hours of dedication and hard work that lay ahead, every moment interwoven into the fabric of our journey towards achieving our goals. From that unforgettable day forward, Seal, my wondrous mentor, transcended her role and became an embodiment of trust, an unyielding confidant, and an adept guide in my journey of growth. Whenever Rimuru's commitments hindered his ability to personally train me, Seal would step in, ensuring my growth continued unhindered. Our days flourished in perfect harmony, akin to a well-choreographed symphony. The soft rays of the morning sun would gently filter through the stained glass windows of our training hall, casting vibrant hues upon our eager faces. With each passing day, Ciel's presence in my life deepened, as did my reliance on her limitless wisdom and unwavering guidance. Under Ciel's watchful eye, I embarked on countless expeditions of self-discovery, traversing the vast landscapes of knowledge and honing my skills with unwavering determination. She would push me to my limits, unleashing tidal waves of challenges that tested not only my physical capabilities but also my mental fortitude. And yet, throughout these trials, I never doubted her guidance. As the seasons danced and changed, so too did our relationship. We shared not just the pursuit of mastery, but also laughter, tears, and unspoken understanding. Ciel's gentle smiles and encouraging words became one of the driving force behind my every step forward. Whether it was a moment of triumph or a setback, I knew I could confide in her without hesitation. In those rare moments when the world outside our sanctuary encroached upon our training grounds, Ciel would adapt effortlessly, offering her unwavering support in any way she could. It was in those instances that her true brilliance shone, as she seamlessly wove her guidance into the fabric of our interrupted routines. No obstacle could derail our progress, for Ciel's steadfast dedication ensured that our growth would continue, undeterred. And so, the days slipped away like pearls on a silky string, guided by Ciel's presence. Our bond, an unbreakable thread of trust, propelled us forward, nourishing both my strength and spirit. Until the day came for Art and Ree to return for their adventure. Arthur Lewin Pav, I released a frustrated sigh, the weight of my failure weighing heavily on my shoulders as I dropped myself to the ground. Phase 2 remained elusive, slipping through my fingers once again, and my patience was wearing thin. Every attempt to unlock Sylvia's will had left me empty-handed, leaving me with a gnawing sense of inadequacy. Glancing over at my older brother Ree, who sat beside me in the tranquil backyard, I found solace in our temporary solitude. The rest of our family slumbered peacefully, blissfully unaware of the turmoil brewing within me. Tomorrow would mark our departure, and anxiety gnawed at my core as doubts about my progress became a constant companion. "Come on, don't be so disheartened." Ree's soft words reached my ears, accompanied by the comforting touch of his hand on my shoulder. "Remember, Sylvia's will is unparalleled, her strength as an Asura unmatched." "I know," I replied, my brow furrowing with the weight of my frustrations. "But it's incredibly dispiriting. I possess this incredible power within me, yet I am unable to wield it." Ree nodded understandingly, his eyes filled with empathy. Well, watch me closely," he said, closing his eyes and drawing in a deep breath. As he did, an ethereal transformation swept over him, altering the very fabric of the atmosphere surrounding us. Mana, the lifeblood of our world, responded willingly to his command. I watched in awe as golden runes, reminiscent of those adorning Sylvia's body, materialized on Ree's arms, their radiant glow illuminating the darkness. His once silvery blue hair grew in length, swirling around him like a shimmering, luminescent white cloud. His eyes, formerly golden, blazed with intensity, now infused with a captivating shade of violet. The sight before me left me dumbfounded. The sheer power emanating from Ree enveloped me, making it impossible to tear my gaze away. I could feel the energy pulsating from him, the potential within him seemingly boundless. "What do you think? Quite remarkable, isn't it?" Ree's voice carried a hint of pride, his words laced with the magnitude of the transformation. "This, my dear brother, is what is known as a realm heart. And upon unlocking Sylvia's will, you too shall inherit its power." "How?" I questioned, my voice laden with confusion and a touch of hope. Ree's lips quirked into a small grin, his eyes shining with a mix of wisdom and excitement. "Well, it isn't precisely the second stage of Sylvia's will. Anyone with sufficient insight can attain such a rune. But the true power lies in understanding and mastering it. Curiosity tinged my words, and what precisely does it bestow upon its wielder? It grants you the ability to perceive the very particles of mana that dance in our world, augmenting your control over it, Ri explained, a certain brilliance present in his eyes. As if to demonstrate, he held out his hand, and with a simple flick of his wrist, conjured flickering flames dancing upon his open palm. But that is not all. With further progress, you will be able to perceive the ether, an energy far mightier than mere mana itself. Ether? I echoed, my voice laced with curiosity and an eagerness to understand this foreign concept. Ri affirmed my question with a nod, his expression serious and determined. Indeed. Ether possesses 4 distinct forms: vivum, the essence of existence; avum, the flow of time; spatium, the boundlessness of space; and the elusive fate, the cosmic force that shapes destinies. Unlocking even one of these forms would grant you unparalleled might, a true union with the power of creation itself. The revelation came as a shock, surpassing any expectations I had harbored about Sylvia's will. The prospect of accessing these incredible abilities filled me with a mix of wonder and trepidation. Yet, the reality of my human form lingered, a cautious reminder that I may not be able to fully harness their potential. Attempting to envision the sensation of possessing such extraordinary powers, I found myself in awe, my disbelief whispered in hushed tones. So, it is akin to possessing superhuman abilities, I murmured, my voice filled with wonder. Ri, still in his transformed state, chuckled softly, the ethereal glow around him gradually fading as the realm heart dissipated, revealing his usual countenance. In a sense, yes, he replied, his eyes shimmering with amusement. Perhaps Sylvia can aid you in unlocking her will, he suggested optimistically, a glimmer of hope evident in his tone. A surge of excitement coursed through me as his words sank in. Why didn't I think of that? I mumbled, a spark of anticipation dancing in my eyes. Smiling softly, Ri nodded. Ask her tomorrow. I am certain she will agree, he reassured me, his voice gentle yet filled with confidence. Gratitude swelled within me for his unwavering guidance. However, curiosity got the better of me, prompting me to inquire about Sylvia's current strength. By the way, how powerful is she now? I asked, my voice tinged with curiosity. Ri tilted his head, his brows furrowing slightly as he pondered the question. To be honest, I cannot say for certain, he admitted, his voice thoughtful. According to Seal, she possesses slightly more strength than you. But without witnessing it firsthand, I cannot provide an accurate assessment. Just as I was about to further delve into the topic, our conversation was abruptly interrupted by a soft rustling sound emanating from the direction of the door. My gaze instinctively turned, and I spotted Lilia standing there, a gentle smile playing on her lips as she observed our interaction. Hey, guys, she greeted us warmly, her voice filled with genuine affection. Hey, Lilia, I replied, returning her smile with equal warmth. Glancing at Ri, a silent understanding passed between us, prompting me to give them a moment alone. Waving to them, I made my way towards the sanctuary of my room, offering a parting remark. Well, I'll leave you two to your conversation then. With that, I disappeared into the comforting confines of the house, excitement coursing through my veins as I anticipated the encounter with Sylvia the next day. Rimuru I watched as Arthur slowly rose from the soft, dew-covered grass, his muscles stretching and flexing as he prepared to head back inside. With a sense of tranquility settling over the backyard, I remained seated, taking a moment to soak in the peaceful silence that enveloped the outdoor space. I looked at Lily, who was standing at the door, her troubled expression revealing the weight of her thoughts. Concerned, I patted the grass beside me, inviting her to join me in this moment of solitude. Hey, Lily. What's on your mind? I inquired, my voice was warm and friendly. Lily seemed hesitant, her gaze darting around the backyard as if searching for the right words. After a moment, she took a tentative step forward and slowly lowered herself onto the soft grass beside me. Her voice, barely above a whisper, conveyed her inner turmoil. I was just taking a walk and happened to find the two of you out here. Sensing her distress, I decided to tread gently, not wanting to push too hard. Is there something bothering you? If you feel like talking, I'm here to listen, I offered, hoping to provide a comforting presence. Drawing in a deep breath, Lily began to open up, her troubled emotions spilling out. I I want to express my gratitude, she said, her voice wavering slightly. Thank you for everything you've done for me. A rush of warmth filled my heart as I realized the impact I had made on her life. I couldn't help but let out a heartfelt sigh, my hand finding its way to Lily's head, gently caressing her hair before giving it a comforting pat. You don't have to thank me, Lily, I reassured her, hoping to alleviate her troubled mind. I know, but I still want to say it, Lily insisted, a determination shining in her eyes. Without your unwavering support and guidance, I would not have become a mage, nor would I have had the opportunity to go to the academy or train under Director Goodsky's wing. A soft, genuine smile graced my lips as I absorbed the sincerity in Lily's words. I'm truly glad to have been able to help you in any way, I said, my voice filled with heartfelt gratitude. Lily's expression shifted, her troubled facade replaced with a newfound resolution. I want to become strong like you, she declared, her voice brimming with conviction. I nodded, understanding the weight of her aspirations. Then you must work hard and never give up, I encouraged, my voice laced with unwavering support. But always remember, not everyone who works hard is rewarded. However, all those who have succeeded have undoubtedly put in the necessary effort. A gentle smile of determination graced Lily's lips, her eyes shining with a newfound resolve as she absorbed my words. The evening breeze caressed her hair, lifting strands and sending them dancing in the wind. She inhaled deeply, visibly mustering her courage, her chest rising and falling with each breath. I couldn't help but felt an overwhelming surge of pride welling up within me, watching her summon her strength and determination. Unable to contain my emotions any longer, a spontaneous wave of affection washed over me, compelling me to pull her into a warm and tender embrace. My arms encircled her, wrapping her in a cocoon of protectiveness and reassurance. Eep! Lily squeaked, her cheeks transforming into a shade of crimson, startled by the sudden contact between our bodies. I believe in you, Lily, I whispered softly, my voice filled with unwavering faith and admiration, and I want you to know that I'll always be here for you, supporting you through thick and thin. Her reply came muffled, her words drifting from her lips into my shoulder, laced with trust and vulnerability. I know. A mischievous smirk tugged at the corners of my lips as I gazed down at her, my heart pounding with affection. Then, do you truly understand just how incredibly important you are to me? Lily's cheeks deepened in their blush, her words stumbling out amidst her bashfulness and sincerity. I. Her stammering words were cut short as a gentle finger pressed against her lips, silencing her. Shush, it's all right, I assured her, emanating warmth and comfort with each word. Our eyes locked. You don't have to say anything. I just want you to know how irreplaceable and cherished you are to me. In the moments that ensued, we simply sat there in the backyard, the scent of blooming flowers perfuming the air, basking in each other's presence. Time seemed to stand still as I allowed myself to marvel at her, genuinely grateful for her presence in my life. Eventually, Lily rose to her feet, stretching her limbs gracefully, and with a small smile, suggested, perhaps it's time for us to head back inside and get some rest. Tomorrow, both of you will be setting off early, right? I nodded in confirmation. Yeah, we'll be leaving early in the morning. Lily's agreement was accompanied by a touch of lingering embarrassment, a faint blush tinting her expression. Well then, I'll let you get some rest. Good luck in clearing the dungeons. Thank you, Lily, I responded warmly, cherishing her well wishes. Rising gently from the grass, I added, take care of yourself, all right? Her promise was adorned with a radiant smile, a genuine sincerity illuminating her features. I will. Stay safe there. I will, I assured her, a mixture of gratitude and affection beaming from my eyes.